Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I almost forgot what the name of the game was. I really suck. I am so freaking sorry. Anyway, quick note today, as some of you may know, although not all of you know, it is now a certain hour of the day, but it's also my birthday. Yeah, at the time that this is being posted, it is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. But yeah, I already did a little thing with the family earlier, and not earlier today, like a few days ago. Went out to like Olive Garden, had a nice little pasta dinner. Oh my god, that was so damn good. And then there was like this dessert. It's like it's it's thin sheets of brownie stacked together in between like cream cheese, and it's like, oh my god, it tastes so fudgy and god damn delicious. Oh my god. For those of you that don't know, I have a extremely severe sweet tooth, and it is like insanely good. Oh my god. Stupid rich, but insanely good. Oh my god, it was so good. But anyway, that's enough about salivating over the dessert. Let's go ahead to see where we can find Damon Gant's office. I think it's here, actually. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr. Everybody's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. Must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today on the day of the crime, no one was murdered there at 5:15. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. That we definitely do. And, oh, you know what the hell. Let's just go see Mr. Edgeworth, see how he's holding up. I don't know where the heck the chief prosecutor's office is. Huh, Mr. Edgeworth isn't here. Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee? He took a real beating in court today. Yeah, with Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago? I guess we'll just have to come back later. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. There we go. Okay, let's move. I have no idea in the hell where I'm going. Shit. No, I was just here. Okay, now I am extremely lost. This is really bad. Oopsie daisy. Hello? Oh my god, I had to talk to Marshall and then come in? Are you... I swear this game knows how to confuse you. I went in there first and then went outside to talk to Marshall. So I had to talk to Marshall first and then come back inside for the urines. This game knows how to piss you off sometimes, I swear. This place is always pretty deserted, but today it is. Oh. Today, oh my god. Screw it, you can read. I'm gonna give up on that. That was bad. I butchered it. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, well, if you're looking for the others, they'll all be in the conference room. Thanks. Wow, you actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial. Oh, there's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Well, just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limit. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. After we were just told it's off limits and have been forbidden to go in. Well, you know what? We're rule breakers, we're rebels, and we're desperate for information. Not to mention that Chief Gant was involved with the Joe Darke killings 2 years ago in the case, and with his last killing, so I think we at least deserve some information out of his mouth. Oh, I forgot. I I forgot how grandiose this building. Look at this. It's like a humongous what the hell is it? Organ piano in the. How the hell did he install this in here? Did he have someone knock down the walls and crane it up all the way here? It's like this is impossible. Or did he do it piece by piece? And it was a project of love. Oh my god. Whoa. Where am I? In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it sounded on the door. I mean, check out that pipe organ. That's real, right? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was. Hmm? Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. So, Righto, have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kinda busy lately. Well, I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. Oh yeah. I know it's been a long time, but I just saw this decorative thing in what's his name's office, Prosecutor Edward's office, so it's missing the sword. Huh. Interesting. I can't quite put my finger on it though. Well, I just did, right, so I'm one step ahead of you. Oh, we got that as evidence, yay. Oh, that's a nice touch. The prosecutor's badges are his buttons, coat buttons. Anyway, I like to reminisce all day, but little matter's ending my attention. I'm gonna lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? Well, that case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Well, perhaps you didn't hear me the first time. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend after all. Looks like we aren't welcome. Seems that case isn't over with yet after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant did a request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean, like a clue? There's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Well, I don't know. Well, we can't go there now, and I have no idea in hell where to go. Well, actually, there is one idea I can think of. We already mentioned that the King of Prosecutors Award 2 years ago had a sword along with a shield. And Mr. Edgeworth got the award this year, so maybe he knows something about the fact it's missing a sword. If he's there now. Nope, he's not there, but see that? Anyway, can I examine it anyway, just for the hell of it? He won such a prestigious award. Why would he just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you think he'd want to show his thing off more than that giant steel samurai. Then again, Edgeworth has always been like that. Really? Hey, I should write this down. Tell me what he was like as a kid. Well, back in elementary school, he won awards for all kinds of things. Speech contests, essays, playing the flute, golf tournament. That doesn't exactly sound like typical elementary school stuff. But he always hated receiving awards. He'd make some smart remark like, I know the path I've walked, No one else needs to tell me. And that's how he's always been. Kinda gets under your skin, doesn't it? Oh, that was helpful. Not. Okay, let's back the hell up. Where else can we go? I am looking... the entrance to the police department. I just came from there. That's idiotic. Criminal affairs? Again, criminal... Oh my god. Criminal affairs has way too much foot traffic right now. Hey. Oh, hi, pal. Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, well, just taking a breather. Oh, my feet hurt, you see. From sitting so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No, why you ask? Well, he's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court. That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said? Oh, that's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now, Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Ugh. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was being forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she? Well, regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor has kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this, are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies. Hey Dick, keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir. Gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. Seems you don't have any problem with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Actually, I also took a look at the file earlier while coffee was brewing. He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? I find out I'm burping silently. Oh, excuse me. Well, the only evidence Darke left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl? Me? Seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. Last one he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Oh, well, let's see. I think it has something to do with a murder weapon. Well, forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in there, okay? His powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It just might jog his memory. Well, let's talk about this first. Joe Darke was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to serial killing as a hobby? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. With his car? So it was an accident. An accident, yes, but that's what transformed him into an animal. An animal? He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the second crime. A kid walked by just then, so he killed him too. Then when he was burying the bodies, a jogger came up the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in. Oh my god. He killed all the witnesses. Oh my god. Okay, so let me get this straight. He got in a car accident where he killed someone. And then he killed the witness to the car accident. Then he killed the witness to the witness that he killed. And then he killed a child that happened to be No, I mixed it up. Wait. He killed a car accident victim. He killed a witness who saw the car accident. He killed a kid who saw him killing the witness. Then he killed an old lady who saw him killing the kid. And then he killed a jogger who saw him burying the bodies. Oh my. Man, is this Lemony Snicket's a series of unfortunate events? Really unfortunate events? Oh my god. Seems like he was a pretty careless animal. Well, of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So, he turned himself in. Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Darke was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness, aka Emma. Now let me show you that murder weapon, which I think is... There it is. About this. Hey, is that? It has a tag attached to it, with the SO9 incident label on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of? What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. Well, on the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker, and was found in Mr. Edwards' car muffler. That's it! Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again! This knife, it was Joe Darke's, wasn't it? Oh, that's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at, plus it had his fingerprints all over it, too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? Well, that's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at this knife, you'll see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Yeah, well, I know why. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Well, what was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it, inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Darke's knife? You bet, down to the last fiber. That's pretty conclusive. Oh, his autopsy report. And the switchblade's been updated. Broken tip found in the victim's body belonging to Joe Darke. Okay, before I continue, let me see the murder weapon, the, whatchamacallit, autopsy report. Neil Marshall died February 19th between 7 and 7:30 at night. Single stab wound that pierced his heart and lung. Oh god, both his heart and lung, oh jeez. Assessment, died from blood loss in under 10 minutes. I would think he died in 0 minutes if he was stabbed in the heart. Unless they mean that he was mainly stabbed in the lung and it nicked his heart. But because it was a stabbing motion, they call it piercing the heart. So he probably was nicked in the heart, mainly the lung, so yeah. Okay, fair enough. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money on it, you should ask Chief Gunn. It's not money, but it does concern the Chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The Chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. What? Really? But if I let a civilian in there, well, I'll be charged with breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'll be canned. Oh. Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we could show that would make him change his mind. Let's see real quick. I really don't know. I don't know. Can we show him this? The picture? That's the only thing we got in the- No, go away. That's the only thing we got in the office. Well, let me share a little advice with you as a detective. If you don't have a clue, keep your trap shut. I'll keep that in mind. Sheesh. Okay, that didn't help. Okay, I had another idea. Where was it? How about this? No, not that. This. I mean, why the hell not, you know? I mean, maybe he knows something about who owns the 777-7777 ID. It is someone belonging to rank a captain or higher. Lost the ID call record, isn't it? Yes. There's only one number left to investigate. At 4:20 p.m. The victim, Detective Goodman, entered the evidence room along with someone else. Someone with an executive officer number, as we learned in the court today. 777-77777. That's 1 7 too many, Detective. An executive officer. I just might have a hunch. Oh god, you're not sane! Wait a minute. No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be, could it? Maybe? I don't know. Could it be? I don't know, but I just got a very weird idea, and I don't know if it's true, but... No. Is there nothing that I can present that can get him to... How about this? Okay, no, same thing. Oh shit. How about I present the autopsy report? Maybe it shows that he was killed there. Oh, could you please- No! Oh my freaking lord! Can I please stop pressing the wrong button? Oh my freaking gourd. Okay. This? I've been studying up on those files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Edgeworth's presentation. But some people are accusing him of injustice. I, for one, ain't buying it, pal. You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, it was a pretty big deal while it was going on, you know. After all, a serial killer was on the loose. But Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Darke guilty. Okay, I don't think I have anything, so you know what, I'm just gonna give up and move on to somewhere else. Maybe I can see Prosecutor Edgeworth now. And talk to him about that award. No, not in here. Oh, for the love of God. Can I please stop pressing the wrong button? For the love of God, I'm pissing myself off right now. Oh, now he's finally back. Thank the Lord. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is! He looks like he's writing something. What are you doing here? He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me? Now cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Well, first let me be extremely nosy and see what that paper you threw away was. I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out. And I'll burp. Oh, I can't take it anymore. Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Shoe out the window there? Oh no, he's fallen to the ground! Hold on. Hold on. First, Let me see what this girl's doing crawling. I'm sorry, I can't. That's the worst distraction ever. Is that Detective Ed comes you out the window, he's falling to the ground. He didn't even look. What? Letter of... If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, Wright. I feel as if something inside me has died. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I could use it for anything. Ah! For Edgeworth, Gumshoe to let us go examine the room. But first, let's talk to you. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have. Mr. Edgeworth, I take pride in my work, so tell me why. Why has it come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Are you up for the trial tomorrow, Edgeworth? Huh. First last year's trial and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves, Wright. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. Oh, I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That's odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. You say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture. Something seems strange about it. Well, first let's do day of the crime. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I'll never care for ceremonies, but I had to attend this one. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odd and ends. Clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday, too. So, you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you? That's right. Huh. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and talk about that damn picture now. Cause I know what's wrong. Oh, for the love of God, I don't want to see it again! Can you please just present it? This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding? It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. Ah, I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind this design. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. Based on contradiction. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story? Me? Oh, sure, everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it though, for Emma's sake? Very well. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other. Very perceptive. Well then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless, and thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born. I don't know if that's exactly true. I did ask my mom about that, and this was back when it first came out, this game, in like 2000 something. I want to say 2004. I asked her about the story. She said there was something similar about it, but of course they dumbed it down because it's for children, this game. But the idea was that the merchant thought he could get one over the king because he was considered a kind of a fool or kind of young, so easy to fool, and so he made up this story to try and get easy money. Ended up that didn't work, and the king sentenced him to death. Because in ancient China, if you try to fool a king like that and you're caught, oh, you're dead. You're gone. You don't play with the king like that. You're dead. I don't know if that's how the word contradiction came to be. Even my mom doesn't know that. She only knows the story of a merchant trying to fool a king into purchasing the ultimate weapon and ultimate shield. So the story is real to a certain point. I don't know if the whole story about the word contradiction is real. But yeah, it's actually true. So a little real-life snippet that the game tried to put in. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant as a loss for words, but it is in our nature to do matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this. Wow! Thanks, Mr. Letchworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Chief Gant. Why does everything keep pointing back to Chief Gant? It keeps pointing back to him. Anyway, I think now's the time to end this video because it's now 33 minutes long, going to 35. And I think I know where to go next, but we'll save that for the next episode. So, until the next episode, folks. Bye.